What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys for tapping in with me. If you like what you hear and love what you see, please show love by hitting the like and subscribe button. Now here we go with some more heat.
The Bluebeam Project marks the beginning of total population control. This delusional project aims to stage a large-scale fake extraterrestrial invasion worldwide, with UFOs visible in the sky, and to introduce a fake god to save humanity from this invasion. They would employ highly realistic secret military technology, and they have recently conducted tests. The result is crazy. The ultimate goal would be to eradicate all religions and establish a single unified religion, thereby achieving complete control over the population through fear. This project, combined with the HARP project, would enable the manifestation of a religious figure capable of causing earthquakes, storms, and natural disasters to more strongly modify the belief systems of the masses. Tell me your opinion on this, and remember that if aliens ever invade us, don't believe it.
I believe in aliens and something like that. I do see the government doing some scandalous stuff like that. Man, you got to watch all your surroundings. You don't know who to trust. Just be on your P's and Q's.
Something scary from the Bible is happening right now with the Euphrates River. Okay, so the Euphrates River is actually located in the Middle East, and it's considered to be one of the longest rivers in the world, but it's actually drying up, and it's almost completely dry. But where the river is drying up, they're actually finding caves and different structures that have been under the river the entire time. But it's actually really scary that they're finding this. So what's crazy about the river drying up is that it's actually written in the Bible in the book of Revelations. It's also known as the Apocalypse of John, which is the final book of the New Testament in the Christian Bible, and it has 22 chapters, and it primarily consists of the apocalyptic content. It says, "Release the 4 angels down to the river Euphrates. The angels were released to kill 1/3 of all mankind." Just to put that number in perspective, 1/3 of the world is 2.6 billion people. And it's just super weird that we're finding out about all these caves under the Euphrates River. Like, we need things to get any worse.
I do believe in Jesus Christ. He's my Lord and Savior. It's crazy, just everything going on right now in this world. You know, we got countries against countries and threats of nukes. It's just going insane right now. I can go on and on and on, but stay prayed up. Make sure you have a relationship with God, and you'll be good.
The scientists that did the tests on the aliens that were presented to the Mexican government have concluded that the aliens are actually real. To answer your first question, no, it was not cake. Mexican scientists conducted tests on this mysterious alien remains, proving no human assembly or manipulation of the skulls transpired. These beings have unique biological features. They're distinct from humans, and they're unlike anything found on Earth. Their DNA remains largely unknown, and it's challenging our terrestrial evolution. They found no evidence of skull assembly or manipulation. So just to be clear, they're saying the remains are not human-made. The director of health science stated that the specimens were not assembled with human objects, and one even appeared to be in the process of developing offspring in the womb. Their bones were lightweight, they were toothless, and approximately 1/3 of their DNA is unknown to terrestrial evolution. Now, I'm sure they're going to be conducting more scientific research, but in conclusion, as of right now, these aliens are considered to be real.
They're real, guys. All this controversy about them being fake and real, now you know. Facts are all right there. And they were little, too.
Wake up. They are shipping out hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of body bags all over the country. This is proof that something big is about to happen. Why else would they be preparing millions of body bags, sending them out all over the country in unmarked vehicles, in FedEx vehicles? Why would they be doing this?
Drop your comment down below if you work at FedEx or know somebody that works at FedEx. Maybe they know what's going on with all these caskets getting shipped. That's pretty deep right there.
A couple days ago, Iran says the U.S. will be hit hard if no ceasefire in Gaza. Iran said that the United States would be hit hard if Washington did not implement a ceasefire in Gaza. Now, after the surprise attack on Hamas against Israel on October 7th, the Israelis have sought to defeat the militant group, and they have let everybody know, allies and enemies, that this war will not stop until they terminate Hamas, and they said, prepare yourselves for a long, drawn-out war. And we've heard from the FBI that in the United States already, crossing the border over the past couple years are terrorist groups like Hamas that are here, sleeper cells waiting to attack in a coordinated effort. And they're saying not just physical attacks, but they're preparing for cyber attacks against our infrastructure systems like our waterways, electrical grid, and our airports. And this comes as last week we heard President Joe Biden unveil a new nuclear bomb that is available for use. And in addition to that, we also saw Russia pull out of their nuclear testing peace treaty agreement as well. And things are intensifying, and nuclear weapons is starting to trend all over the news. Some pretty incredible developing news in the past 24 hours. Breaking news coming out that things are intensifying with the U.S. and Iran, with the war going on between Israel and Hamas in the Middle East. The U.S., they're saying, will be next for attacks, and we've already heard this warn from the FBI and now from hostage family members saying the U.S., you are next on the list.
This is a wake-up call, all of America, all of Europe. You are next.
The ongoing war in the Middle East has raised the threat of an attack against Americans in the United States here on our own soil.
And a lot of people are saying this is going to lead to World War III as things are intensifying around the world.
The future doesn't look bright for our children. Politics, corrupted government. The future doesn't look bright for our children. It's sad that you hear about wars going on and threats of us getting nuked, them getting nuked. I just think they need to get it together, seriously. They need to figure something out. If there's a grudge against this guy, this country, why don't they do it like how we do it on the streets, you know? Fight, get it over with. I guarantee you if they did that, I guarantee you it'll be a lot different after that, you know? That's probably what they need to do instead of letting our soldiers, our kids, you know, our loved ones going to war for these rich people. That's not right.
There has been a major development in Bible prophecy. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. China just recently removed the name Israel off their map. Now, this may not mean anything to you if you do not understand Bible prophecy. However, Psalm chapter 83 says that nations will gather together and they will say, let us cut Israel off from being a nation so that the name Israel will be remembered no more. It literally says in Psalms 83 to remove Israel from being a nation so that Israel will not be remembered anymore. Literally, in that same prophecy, it deals with the area of Philistia, which that's the area of modern day Gaza. So we see in the prophetic word in scripture that it says, wipe Israel off the map so that the name Israel is remembered no more. China literally took Israel off their map so Israel will not be remembered anymore. The name of Israel literally wouldn't be remembered on their maps. I want you to ponder that. I'm not saying Jesus is coming tomorrow, but he's coming a lot sooner than later. If you don't know him, get to know him. Because when you take a look at everything that's been taking place, 2020, Rona, pestilences, you've been taking a look at these wars, these rumors of wars, these signs in the heavens. You take a look at them trying to push off, paying with your hand and forehead. Bro, this is the stuff the Bible talked about. That's not the mark yet. However, when the false prophet comes on the scene and sees that, he takes that and institutes. Bro, so much stuff taking place. What the Bible talked about. The Bible speaks of Israel being engulfed in wars at the time of the end and in controversy prior to the Lord's return. And the Lord, of course, comes back to save Israel. We're literally seeing the beginning stages of that ever since Israel's been a nation in 48, and we just saw an acceleration of it. People, get to know Jesus. Get to know Jesus.
Wow. That man right there was spitting fire, straight facts, biblical stuff that's really going on. What are you going to do? Are you going to take the mark of the beast? You got to eat. Your kids got to eat. You know what? Honestly, if that day ever comes in my time, I ain't going to take it. Easy said than done, but hopefully it's not going to happen in my time. But because if you die, you go to heaven. So why are you scared to die than to be a sellout and risk going to hell?
Take a look at this. It's like something straight out of a sci-fi movie.
A plane appearing to hang in midair over San Francisco. Your eyes, they're not playing tricks on you. It's actually an optical illusion called the parallax effect. So when you're moving past another moving object and it appears to be stuck, the video has gone viral with some people calling it a glitch in the matrix.
Yeah, I wonder if it's still there.
Hey, it's cool when the news people pick it up. Because now you know they're telling the truth.
Your boots, you have heels. I'm sure your marketing team points out how they're trying to troll you in the marketplace. Okay, I'm sure they're doing that. Can you bring this one clip I know you were on, what do you call it? On, what was it? Bill Maher, and Bill Maher talked about the boots. I've seen you walk with these boots. Go ahead and play this clip. This on TikTok went viral. It doesn't have 1 million views. It doesn't have, 10 million views. This thing's got 1.2 million likes. And some people are wondering,
what are they? I don't even know. I haven't seen that.
They've not shown this to you. Okay, what they're trying to say with this is that in your boots, you have heels.
No.
That's what they're trying to say.
Those are just standard off the rack Lucchese.
How tall are you, Governor? How tall?
5'11".
5'11". Okay. Why don't you wear tennis shoes and dress shoes?
I do wear tennis shoes when I work out. Yeah. 100%.
You do?
Yep.
Okay. I got a gift for you. I'd love for you to wear. Okay. I shop at Ferragamo. Okay.
I don't accept gifts. I can't accept it. I'm sorry.
I'm going to put it here, and Ferragamo can get a nice sponsorship. And then if you wear it, you fair. I know.
But here's the thing. I think with just how politics works is, Yogi Berra, when he was in the Yankees, they said, Yogi, he doesn't look like a Yankee. He doesn't do this.
Yeah.
And Yogi's basically like, okay, if you say I'm ugly, that's fine, but you don't hit a baseball with your face. And so what we're doing is, really, I think, doing the issues, the leadership, people that are poking at you for different things. That's fine, but ultimately that is not. I think it's a sign of strength.
Did he just say he took those stilettos off the rack? Nah, but for real, he's on some BS right there. I call cap.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Hello, friend. Oh my God. I love you. Jesus Christ. I love you so much. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Bro.
Imagine driving down the street, seeing that dog robot like that. What would you do?
Got it. All right. Pull over. You going to pull over?
Please say a command.
Pull over.
He said, I'm above the law.
What? I am going into work, my man. Why are you trying to pull me over as I am going into work?
Because you're going 80 and a 45.
I am going into work.
Okay, what are you going to work for?
What does it look like I am dressed for?
What
does it look like I am dressed for?
My name is Deputy Hilton, and they see your driver's license.
No.
Okay. 3113, copy at 1050. Temper, I got a city, Orlando PD taking off from a traffic stop. It's going to be X-ray Foxtrot 6207, XF 6207.
That good cop right there, that's a cop of integrity right there. But the other guy, yeah, we don't need that dude to serve and protect. I'm glad he did something about that.
This morning, tensions escalating across the Middle East and the United States increasingly involved, responding after U.S. bases have come under attack from Iranian-backed forces. 2 U.S. fighter jets conducted an airstrike on a weapons storage facility in eastern Syria that the Pentagon says was being used by Iran's Revolutionary Guard. It is the U.S.'s second retaliatory strike amid the ongoing Israel-Hamas war as concerns mount that Iranian-backed groups could widen the conflict. Since October 17th, the Pentagon says there have been about 41 attacks against bases housing American troops in Iraq and Syria, and Iran is continuing to use its influence in other countries to target the U.S. Just yesterday, off the coast of Yemen, a U.S. defense official says an unmanned U.S. Reaper surveillance drone was shot down by Iran-backed Houthi forces while in international airspace. The Houthi forces released this video and claimed the drone was carrying out hostile spying activity.
The United States is fully prepared to take further necessary measures to protect our people and our facilities. We urge against any escalation.
While the war between Israel and Hamas rages, the United States aiming to contain the conflict.
Man, from what I've been hearing is Russia, China, and Iran have nukes aiming towards us, U.S. It's just a matter of time till stuff hits the fan and it's a nuclear war on both ends. We don't need that. Our kids are the future. We don't need that. at all, you know, because at the end of the day, it's going to be us that gets killed while they're over there hiding in their underground bunkers. Seriously. We got to, like, for real, go out there and do something about it.
This is absolutely unreal. Back in January, this man, Kevin Dave, hit and killed Janavi Kandula, was a 23-year-old grad student out of Seattle. Kevin was doing 75 miles an hour in a 25-mile-an-hour zone without any lights or sirens. Janavi was crossing the street and didn't see him, and was thrown 100 feet, and she passed away from the incident.
Wow.
Now, as if that's not messed up enough, body cam footage was just released of a responding officer laughing about the death, saying that Janavi was of low value and the city should just write a check. Now, just when you think it can't get any worse, it does.
I don't think she was thrown 40 feet either. I think she went up on the hood, hit the windshield, then when he hit the brakes, flew off the car. But she is dead. No, it's a regular person. Yeah, just write a check. Just, yeah, $11,000. She was 26 anyway. She had limited value.
This is Daniel Otterer. This is the man that was laughing in that videotape. This is the same guy that conducted the sobriety test against the initial officer that hit that woman. He also is the vice president of the Seattle Police Officers Guild. And he was talking to this guy, Mike Salon, who's the president of the Seattle's Police Officer Guild. And listen, I'm not laughing because any of this is funny. I'm laughing because this is sick and twisted. It's so sick and twisted, it's fundamentally hard to comprehend. This girl was robbed of her life and laughed at and mocked by the same police officers that killed her for literally just walking across the street.
Wow. R.I.P. to her. Man, she deserves some justice. My condolence goes out to her family. Those cops do need to be held accountable for what they did. That wasn't right.
Everything that you're about to see is real.
Oh my god.
We have a poltergeist in the house.
So yeah, this is a warning to all you guys that don't want to see this. Just turn it off because this is crazy. Living in the house, we have Jamie and Susan up here. They're mother and daughter. We also have Matt and Marie, but they didn't want to appear on camera. Immediately after they moved in, strange things started to happen.
Oh my god.
But then we started finding things stacked or arranged in certain ways. I thought that Marie was doing it. At this point, we started taking pictures of everything because we wanted proof.
Every day, the house is getting completely ransacked.
Everything was twisted and pulled out or on the floor.
This would make them turn on each other because they're like, who is doing this? Things are being written on the walls, food is on the walls.
Oh my god.
After a few weeks of this mayhem, they just come to the conclusion, they're like, yep, we have a ghost. And eventually, running out of solutions, they decide that they should offer it something. So they look around and they find this cute little glass cat. So the mother and daughter set up a little seance, they get a cat on a table, light some candles, and Matt is not happy. And things are about to turn really bad. All the stuff you just saw, it is nothing. Just wait.
He was very much against communicating with it. He was very much against giving it a gift. He called it talking to the devil.
Honestly, I don't want
I was making an effort to change things.
Matt just got really angry.
Matt, Daddy, don't do that. Dad, don't you dare!
It's enough of that.
It was one of those times where you just can't believe what you see before your eyes. I know it landed in the field. I saw it.
This is where it all hits the fan. This spirit is not happy, and they find that cat is being written everywhere. Cat, cat, cat. Not only that, but as they are cleaning, they find this huge footprint. This is the real picture. A few days later, Marie was at the house by herself, unfortunately, and she was watching TV when it began to flicker. She reached for the TV remote, but as soon as she did, it flew away and hit the wall. And then a rocking chair to her right began to rock back and forth, as if something sat down and was now staring at her. At this point, she is frozen in fear, but she has her digital camcorder at her side. They always had them at their sides because they just wanted to capture this footage. She snapped a few pictures, and this is what she captured. The story gets much crazier. There's an incident at the end that is just...
Man, that's one of the best ghost stories I've heard. Seriously. Had photos. Man, what was that anyways? Crazy, crazy, crazy world we live in.
Yes, it's true that we have been in contact with your government and heads of power. It is also true that we have been in It is also true that agreements have been made and kept secret from your people. It is also true that in the past, some of your people have lost their lives or have been badly hurt to protect the secret. Our hands had no part in this. We contacted your leaders because your planet is in grave trouble. Your leaders said the vast majority of your population wasn't ready for anything like us yet. So we made time agreements with your leaders as to when your people would be made aware of our presence.
Man, that man was reading off of what aliens told him or told somebody. But yeah, that was coming from aliens.
Previous decades, and this show up, there will be mass panic. But if you understand that, though, these are real, and we have 5 years from 2022, or maybe now 4 years, if they come in 2027, for the U.S. government to prepare the people about what is up there. And in many ways, I think the word got out within the government that they're showing up in 2027, and we better be prepared. And if not, there's going to be a lot of explaining to do. And so I think that dialogue has happened with.
Did that man say in 2027 that they're going to be here landing on Earth? It's not looking good for us in the future. Stay strapped up.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Donna Hare, and I worked at Philco Ford Aerospace from 1967 to 1981. During that time, I was a design illustrator, draftsman. I did the launch slides and landing slides, and also projection plotting boards, lunar maps for NASA. We were a contractor, but most of the time I worked on site, in Building 8. I had the opportunity to do extra work during downtime, which was between missions, and I walked into a photo lab, which was the NASA lab across the hallway. I had a secret clearance, which is not that high, but I was able to go into restricted areas, which this was. At the time, I was talking to one of the techs in there, and he drew my attention to a photograph, a NASA photograph. It had a dot on it, and I said, "What is that?" Well, he drew my attention to it, and I said, "Is that a dot on the emulsion?" And he said, and he's smiling, and he has his hands crossed, and he said, "Round dots on the emulsion don't leave round shadows on the ground." And this was an aerial photograph of the Earth, I'm assuming the Earth, because it had pine trees on it, and the shadows of the craft, or whatever it was, were in the same angle as the trees. And by its very nature, UFO, and I wanted to clarify that to a gentleman that was talking to me, means unidentified. So I did not know what this was. But I realized at this point that it's very secret, that it was kept secret, because I asked him, "What are you going to do with this piece of information?" And he said, "We always airbrush these out before we sell them to the public." So they're pesky little creatures appearing on this photograph they wanted to get rid of. After that, I decided I would ask questions to other people.
If you guys made it to the end of the video, I just want to say thank you guys for riding with me to the end. Now I'm about to bounce. Time to go home and take care of the fam. We're done for today. Deuces.